Okay, so welcome to VR Citizen. Because I'm an idiot and I had the wrong thing recording, basically we got to get all this footage again. But hey, I already went to the expo. We checked out what Anvil had to offer. We got a Arrow rented. So let's use this rented ship and chase down the Invictus fleet. Let's see where it is, shall we? Oh, there it is. So it looks like the Invictus fleet is at Everest Harbor. Alright, so doors open, let's fly. And so you can immediately see where this game scale. Oh, someone's having a bit of trouble. See, why do you do this to people? You can't fit that carrack in that cargo in that bay. Give us the big giant doors for landing our ships in. That is absolutely ridiculous. They got to cram us in there. And yes, we're basically on Coruscant right now. Giant city planet. And so yeah, that's where we were just now. Down in there. See if we could do a little bit of a flyby. See, look, there's a tram coming in. We were on those platforms right over there. Oh, tried to go left, but wouldn't let me. Autopilot turns on. So yeah, there you go. Where is the warp point? Oh, there it is. Oh, that might have been a little bit too many G's. Alright, there we go. I can't see it. I lose the marker with the sky. Oh my gosh, they need to work on the HUD. Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous. Okay, so let's hit B. So supposedly it's here. Yeah, alright. We're in the right spot. Let's go check out the capital ships. So they built these new docking collars specifically for the capital ships. Look, everybody's showing up here.
Attention. I have been authorized to scan your vehicle for contraband. Please halt and stand by.
Well, looks like we're getting scanned by the fuzz. Oh, are those the military? Those are the military escort vehicles, the Hornets. Or, oh.
There's nowhere to run.
Yeah, dude, these things are sweet. Did I get a criminal stat? Nope. Okay, we're good. I was about to say, did they scan me? Alright, cool. Yeah, I think I'm scanned and ready to go. Okay, so those aren't the escort ones. Those are orange. I guess they're just security forces. Because, yeah, the red ones are the Squadron 999 boys. And, yeah, so here's the ship. There we go. Now we're out and about. Don't I have... There we go. Alright, these are the Squadron 999 boys. Okay. Oh man. These things are glorious. There's one of the fighter pilots himself, one of the glorious 999 squad members. And following that, we have the big giant fatty. Look at this guy. Can I jump over this railing? No? Lame. Surely we got to be able to. Oh, they're moving. Oh, it's pulling off. Oh, it's happening. All right, I'm right on time, folks. Oh my lord. No fire in space, but we could have fireworks. And then the Squadron 999 fly through the air. Oh, and then the other capital ships go out too, and they get ready. Oh, shit. Well, let's get back to our arrow then. Oh my lord. Wow, very, very cool. Oh my lord. Wow, they're really, really going all out with these fireworks. That is an amazing shot. Alright, well, let's get in our ship and let's follow it. Ah. There we go. Get into pilot seat.
I'm sorry. Due to inactivity, we have been forced to assign your landing zone to another customer.
That's fine. I don't need it. Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Well, let's leave the dock. And, oh my gosh, that is fantastic to look at in VR. So it appears it's getting ready for the two Idrises to get in position alongside of it. And then I guess it'll take off to the next station. So, yeah. Very, very cool. Man, they were really, really going all out with those fireworks. So if you can't manage to make it down, you really should. Because this is a hell of a display. See if we could close in on one of the Squadron 999 members. It's not a Squadron 99. That's one of them. Oh, that's another one too. Looks like they're flying in formation. Doing pretty good, letting civilians just fly in between them in military formation. Alright, we'll get close to the Idris. Or the Javelin, sorry. Those are the Idrises. Dude, this thing is massive. Oh, and now the music starts up. Very cool. Oh, okay, because they're in position next to... Dude, look at how big those capital class guns are. There's 4 of them.
Overhead proximity alert.
Above and below. Oh. Did they jump? I think they jumped. They just kind of disappeared. But yeah, those quad cannon emplacements that are on top and bottom, each one of those cannons is as big as my ship. Yeah. Absolutely bonkers, the size and scale. Well, heck yeah. Well, now that we've chased down the fleet, the Invictus fleet, that was a lot of fun. It was a great show. Let's get down to the show floor and check out the exhibition hall, shall we?
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Are you kidding me? The fuck? Dude, why is it so small of a slot? They do not need to be, they need to be land on top of and then elevator down, or it needs to be fly in horizontally. Like, this is absolutely...
Deck impact warning.
ridiculous. Like, how, like, my front nose won't fit on that side, it won't fit on this side?
Rear impact warning.
Oh my gosh.
Front impact warning. Deck impact warning. Port impact warning.
Oh my lord.
Complete.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Woohoo! Just made it. Okay. All right, and welcome back. Here we go to the expo hall. That big old bright light, that's the tower in the middle of it. believe it's called the Invictus Expo Hall. Anyways, Invictus Launch Week. Day 2. Anvil Aerospace. Yeah, it's the Invictus Expo Hall from the Invictus Group. Invictus Industrial Group, I guess. Okay, very, very cool. And of course, in the usual Stanton fashion, you have the celebratory standing of the chair. We got someone always pissed off at someone who's working behind a counter. Life is never new. And then, yeah, we have the actual Fleet Week hallway intro. Now, before we go in there, we're going to go through the actual history plaques on the United in Purpose kind of mural that we have out front. We'll just kind of start with 2541. By the way, music's by Camacho. Amazing. 2541. After establishing contact with the Terravan species, they launched an immediate attack, instigating the First Terravan War. 2542. The first Invictus launches take place on October 12th, set bringing the new recruits to Invictus Base on Mars. 2579. Invictus Base on Mars officially closes. 2581. Imperator Ivor Mezer officially formalizes Invictus as a government-recognized yearly event. 2632. Invictus ceremonies reformed to change the destination of their transports from Bor Magnus to MacArthur on Killan. 2637. Terra abstains from participating in Invictus in protest of Imperator Livia Mezer III's increasingly pro-military agenda. Senator Hassan Kiran speaks at the event. 2681. Military officially ends providing naval transports from all Empire worlds. Recruits are now ordered to self-report to station inside of Killan. 2735. The Invictus ceremony on Angeli serves as the backdrop for the climatic finale of the classic Specvio All Tomorrow Guardians. 2375 was a bit of a drunk year, apparently. The Invictus ceremony on Angeli serves as the backdrop for the climactic finale of the classic Specvid All Tomorrow Guardians. Yeah, not sure what that one's supposed to be, but that's probably not it. Alright, moving on. 2743. Imperator Gaylor Mezer IX makes attendance mandatory to Invictus events around the Empire. Anti-Mezer activists turn this against him by using Invictus ceremonies to meet safely. 2794. After the fall of the Mezers, the newly installed High Command removes any remaining loyalists from the ranks and needed a new influx of recruits. Invictus is moved to its current date in May to accommodate that need. 2803. 999th Squadron begins to perform at select Invictus ceremonies. 2862. Emperor Gayartari Dimana attends the Invictus ceremony on Earth. 2875. Recorded aboard Archangel Station, Imperator Gordon Salahai makes infamous one-day speech outlining desire to hold Invictus celebration on Synthworld. 2912. Another Invictus ceremony, this one on Terra, appears as the backdrop for a set piece as astromedics from the fire. Very, very cool. We thank the men over the centuries for recruiting and joining, and their service in the UEE military. So yeah, coming back to the expo hall just like day one, they have the join the fleet murals and whatnot. All the merchandise that you could get on display. You get some free water if you're getting a little thirsty. They have little tuba ships, which is always cool to look at. More merch up top. The Invictus launch week diorama on the right. The 999 display on the left. And then you got your recruiting centers, as well as the We Work Better Together, teamwork, dreamwork kind of rock Holdy mural. So yeah, same as the last day. Having said that, since there are no changes there, let's go ahead and head down to the ship hall, Anvil Aerospace. Welcome to Anvil Aerospace. Okay, so they shouldn't have put this giant wall right here because standing from the top, I can't see the Pisces that's right below, and I completely missed it until I was on my way out. But yeah, we have the F-7 Hornet, the current heavy fighter for the Navy. We head down the stairs. We got the little Pisces that's supposed to be in the shuttle bay of the Carrack behind us. But yeah, this little Pisces is going to be the closest you could get to little Star Trek lander, I guess, if you will. There's a little one-person pilot, but definitely holds like a couple of people in the back, Star Trek style. And a couple of forward-facing guns just to kind of make things interesting in case it needs to defend itself. And then, of course, you have the F-7A Hornet. These are old-school military fighters. I think they're still being used, but mostly the heavy fighters are used as escorts for capital ships these days, as we shall find out once we chase down the Invictus fleet. But yeah, these guys are crazy. You got the small size 2 on the end, a giant size 3, another size 3, and then repeating on the other side as well. Plus, I believe there are hidden missile pods in there and around there. Where you at? So yeah, you have the Terrapin in the back. Big ol' yeah, I'll let you know after. We could check out the fleet. I'm just doing kind of a tour of the expo hall and getting some footage that I'm recording for later. So yeah, you can see you have the Terrapin right here. Big, heavy-handed, hard-shelled, extreme atmospheric scanner suite. You got the red-bathed Darth Vader chair, but apparently you control all the sensors and stuff from here, and it's supposed to go into harsh environments and be able to get all your readings and whatnot. But yeah, very tough nut to crack. Very thick armor. Yeah, she's tiny, but she's thick. And then after that, you got the Hurricane. No, sorry, this isn't the Hurricane. This is the Gladius. No, not Gladius. Gladiator. It's got the missile hardpoints as well as a light gimbal on either wing. And yeah, the gimbaled or turreted mount, the turret mount slave to the fighter pilot on the top. Very good little ship. And then you have the heavy forward firepower, the Anvil Hurricane, based off of the actual British Hurricane, I think, which had the same idea, just like 8 to 10 fucking forward-facing guns that just blast the crap out of anything moving. This guy has a size 3 or 4 guns on the top of a quad turret, and it has 2 battery stations meant just to drive the turret guns alone. So yeah, very, very heavy fighter. Very fun to play around in the turret in the back. And then we get over to the big boy in the middle, the Anvil Carrack. Sorry. Yeah, the Anvil Carrack. Just hop on real quick. And if we walk up the cargo bay here and just turn around, it gives you a great sense of scale of how big the actual exhibition hall is. You really see how tiny the people are from just below. So anyway, oh well, this is the hangar bay where that Pisces fits into nicely. Probably fit a Mustang in here. Aurora fit nicely, I imagine. Quite a lot of small ships. Probably get a couple of others. And then, yeah, on the top level, where the hangar is, you got the actual bridge. So the bridge is not where you fly the ship. The bridge is where you command the ship from. And it's got this ginormous star map with, what do you know, 360-degree spherical markers. It's as if we could have that on a planet and be able to use that to tell people where to go from place to place. But I digress. Technology just isn't there. And yeah, from up here we could see how big the ship actually is, and just look at people down on the expo floor. So you have this little console in the middle, which is great and all, but much more cooler is the stuff downstairs. Just kind of jump over and poop. Turn around, and then boom. So yeah, one floor down, you have this kind of open cockpit situation where the pilots can yell up to the captain and call him out on his bullshit. But yeah, these little chairs, they turn around and give you a great, great view out the front. I like the window. And apparently the armor plating can close up and protect the glass. So yeah, interesting little feature there. So many doors. Alright, cool. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the little quick and dirty tour of the Carrack. Moving on, we got the civilian F8 Hornet. Pretty good, but it obviously doesn't have the turret, none of the gun emplacements. You got one set of Gatlings on the side, but nothing to cry home to mama about. And then over here you have the actual Anvil Arrow, basically like the Hurricane, but light fighter instead of heavy fighter. Got a turret on top, but not a quad, but a dual, and a couple of Gatlings on the side. And is there any? I don't believe these are gun mounts out the front, but yeah, nice little single fighter turret ship, single pilot turret fighter ship. Not bad. And then from here we have the Anvil Valkyrie. A big giant dropship. Very, very good. Best in class for dropshipping. Huh. Now the new Vulture can hold less people, but it can get into smaller and stealthier areas. This guy is meant for gigantic 24 troops of Marines, a couple of vehicles in the back, able to go down a huge ramp, get in and out supplies, as well as it has these side doors for access to these turret cannons that you can shoot from below, gangster style. So yeah, hell of a craft, great little dropship, basically a flying tank too, lots of hit points. And with that, that kind of ends our launch week Anvil Aerospace Expo.